Peter, you worked for Disney and Pixar for many years.
Yeah, I left there about a year ago. I was working for Pixar's RenderMan team, which is the technology they use to render the images. So if you're doing computer animation, you see the wireframe on screen, and what you deliver to the final frames is what's called a rendered image. And the RenderMan technology, I was working with those guys in sales and marketing on a global basis. I think the misconception people go is, oh, you work at Pixar, you must be an animator. It's like, no, I'm not. I'm a sales guy, really. But I'm a technical sales guy.
Okay.
So, I understand the technology, I can explain it and help you out. Those sorts of things. But, there's this misconception about everyone who works in an animation company must be an animator. And realistically, it's probably less than 10% of employees are actually animators. And before that, I was working for Autodesk, so the developers of 3D Studio Max and Maya and AutoCAD and all that. I was working for their media entertainment division, based out of Singapore. So I lived up there for many years. And and I've been in the animation industry for about 30 years.
Wow. Let's say, for example, since Toy Story came out, which was the full, first full animated movie. Through Pixar Studios or Disney?
It was through Pixar and published by and released through Disney.
So since that time, that was 1995, there must have been huge changes in the industry.
We used to do some great comparative slides between Toy Story, Toy Story 2 and then Toy Story 3, and sort of what changed in that way along the way. And people say, oh, why was Toy Story the first film? And it's like, well, actually the technology drove what could be done. And so all of the renderer, which was RenderMan, it still is RenderMan, but the renderer could do really good looking plastics.
Oh, okay.
And so toys being plastic were a natural thing.
Of course,
So, and as the films progressed, so did the technology. When I first saw Toy Story, and I'd been in the animation game at that stage already, probably 10 years, and it was, I walked into the movie, I had no expectations, I was obviously excited to see it, and we sat down and watched it, and I came out, and then suddenly my brain said, oh wow, that was an animated movie. And it was because the story was so engaging.
Exactly.
And I think that's one of the things that obviously Pixar has, is that the storytelling is just so refined and so honed. It takes 5 years to make a film with Pixar.